My chest, it feels so heavy, as if my dress is too tight. But all I wear are baggy clothes. I know I'm sad. Sadder, probably. But who's gonna make a change? I wanna cry my eyes out and wail so loud, louder than the sea. But I don't have it. The tears. It's bad this time. A lot worse. It's different, and I can feel it in my bones, my skin, and my heart. Everything has changed, but everything for the worse. Will it be my end, or a new beginning for a more cruel ending? This story revolves around Sushant, an IT professional who has a lot of debts and commitments. When he gets fired from his job, he undergoes a lot of stress and anxiety. Eventually, when it gets out of control, he breaks down in front of his apartment watchman. What happens next? Will Sushant find solace in this lifetime?
What is happening to the youngsters of the nation? Another 29-year-old IT professional found dead in his residence. Sushant, a talented employee of a successful MNC, was found hanging in the living room of his apartment today morning. What is the reason behind his demise?
Madam, let me help you get some groceries. It's not safe for you to go out right now.
No, thank you. I want to go by myself.
I know you are used to being alone. But if the sun is not accompanied by clouds, how can we relax?
I don't want to beat around the bush. You used to see my son on a daily basis. Did you notice something?
He had his troubles. His decisions were bold, but fate did not favor him. He wanted to be strong. We made it look like he was strong, but deep down, he was never able to get going. Would you like to come in for some chai, madam?
My son had been suffering so much under pressure. I did not realize this and I could not help him. How am I supposed to live my life now? How dare you?
The exact same words.
What?
Your son said these exact same words.
I assume you know something more than I do. Please tell me if my son ever talked to you.
When was the last time you spoke to your son?
We're back in time now. A couple of weeks back, the mother has a conversation with her son, and the phone call went like this.
Shona, how was your day?
It was a pretty tiring day, Ma.
बेटा, तुमने खाना खाया क्या?
Hmm. Ma,
बेटा क्या?
I want to establish my own startup. I know that it requires a high investment and it comes with a high risk too. But trust me, Ma, I can do it.
Beta, don't worry. I'm really happy for you, and I'm very confident that you will come out with flying colors. You will always have your dad's blessing with you, even though he's not with us. Don't worry about anything. Just go for it. But don't forget to take care of your health.
After explaining about the last call, the mother is desperate to know more news about her son.
That was when I last heard from him. Please tell me whatever you know from your side.
That day, he went to work even before the milkman had delivered the packets. Usually, he used to return only after those midnight dogs start howling. But that day, he came even before the mothers had put their toddlers for their afternoon nap. Good afternoon, sir. You are back home so soon?
Good, it seems.
I wonder what is wrong with him. Why is he leaving now? I guess he's going out with his friends.
With the mother left wanting to know more, the watchman proceeds to tell her about the conversation he had with Sushant when he returned at night.
Did you find out why he left?
Well, good night, sir.
Why do you bother to wish me a good day and good night when you can see it's always been the worst whatever for me?
Sir, the tree knows that the leaves are gonna shed in autumn, but they still won't stop going green in spring.
Kya?
Sir, my shift just got over. Why don't we talk over a cup of tea? Look at the moon, sir. It is shining despite having no light of its own.
But it doesn't change the fact that the moon is alone.
Sir, what is the problem? Why are you so stressed?
Today, when I went to the office, it seemed like every other day until I reached my cabin only to find it being cleared out. When I asked one of my colleagues, he told me that I was called by the manager. The few seconds it took me to reach his cabin, I was wondering what could be the reason. Was I finally getting that promotion I was working so hard for the past year? But what happened in reality? I think I still can't get over it. I went from having a stable job and dreaming of a startup to not having the means to support myself. Just like hundreds of youngsters with broken dreams, I'm an ordinary middle class guy too. I don't have any connections. Neither do I have the documents to secure bank loans. If banks aren't of any help, we're not left with a lot of options than private money lenders. Now that I'm jobless, I don't even know how I'm going to pay the interest. So much has happened since morning, but here I am, sitting with a random watchman who wishes me a good morning and a good night.
Oh, looks like you have clearly hit rock bottom.
Why does it have to be me? I lost my dad at a very young age, and I left my mother alone to achieve my dreams. But where did that get me? How am I supposed to live my life now? Is my story that entertaining?
I was 12 when my parents decided I was better off alone and decided to throw me out of the house. Since the day I stepped out of my house, I worked every day and I still do. Let me tell you another fact. I turned 62 last week.
Even as we get to know about the watchman's struggles, the mother is not really interested about his sad story. She again urges him to continue on, and we get to the crux of this conversation.
What happened to my son?
Blood is thicker than water.
Hmm? Continue.
How do you find yourself doing it every day? I mean, you had another choice too.
Another choice. Yeah, I had it. But this life is the biggest cheater of all. And its best friend is hope. Every day I woke up, it was that hope that one day things would get better had me going on. At the end of the day, things were the same. But it didn't stop the hope from coming back again in the morning. And here I am, sitting with a random young man to whom I wish good morning and good night.
I know why you did that, and that was a good motivating philosophy. But it doesn't work that way for everybody.
Motivating. I am not some Ambani to motivate you or give you my 2 cents. You asked me a question and I answered it. Life itself has no meaning. Life is an opportunity to create meaning.
In my world, I've had passers-by are giving me advice. And you think that your history is going to boost my hopes up? Huh?
Hope is something like searching for light despite all of the darkness. A ray of hope in darkness is the only fuel to continue the journey called life.
Maybe I'll get that hope that you have. Or maybe I would be left hoping for that hope. See you tomorrow.
Now that the mother realizes the entirety of the conversation, she gets up to leave the room, still processing all of the information she came to realize now. But she's curious about one more thing she wishes to ask the watchman.
Now I know how it goes. What about the money bag?
Oh,
On that day, I found a bag of money in our mailbox. Do you happen to know anything about it? Was it you?
helping one person might not change the whole world, but it could change the world for the one person.
Despite being his mother, could never help him, be it emotionally or financially. How am I supposed to live with myself, knowing that I couldn't help him?
It was never up to you, madam. You or me could only help up to a certain point. Ultimately, the decision lied with the young man himself. If only he would have seen the light at the end of the tunnel instead of refusing to walk the path, things might have been different. It is important for people to see their own worth. If only we could see ourselves as we see each other, for all our virtues instead of flaws, maybe the world would be a happier place.
When I leave this world behind, what would I have left to remember by? Will it just be my face and every damn fake smile? Or will people, at least one, miss me? Like, really miss me? Would I be that gravestone visited annually? Or would I be that memory you occasionally think about and smile? What would I be if I had never been a part of someone? Would I have lived or just existed?